snap, the Cowboys continue their run of good business as they have locked in one of their biggest stars on the team for the foreseeable future. Welcome back to Attack on Cowboys. I'm your host, The Attack, and we have some great news as Quinnen Williams just signed this extension. Let's get right into that. And what does this mean for the Cowboys moving forward, and how much money did he just get paid? Play my music, DJ.
Shut your bitches up. Shut your bitches up. Shut your bitches up. Shut your bitches up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting times indeed for Cowboys fans because as we have discussed, essentially since Brian Schottenheimer has been hired, Cowboys have done a damn good job of just handling business as a football organization without all of the hoopla and fanfare and drama involved. And this right here fits right smack dab into that category is the Cowboys just secured a mega extension with a superstar without pretty much any peep that it was even going on. I don't even know if anybody really knew they were actively negotiating this thing, and the Cowboys got it done. So we could go ahead and put to bed, oh, they don't like paying their stars. Oh, stop it. They have no issue paying the right type of guys. And Quinnen Williams, since day one, has been the right type of guy. He's walked it, he's talked it, and he set the example through just his work and just how he goes about his business. Absolutely love everything about Quinnen Williams. Can't wait to see him in the Dallas Cowboys uniform now through the 2030 season, as this is a 3-year contract extension worth a grand total of $105.9 million. That means $35 odd million per season on average. That is a massive number, so massive in fact that it makes Quinnen the third highest paid defensive lineman in NFL history. Not edge rushers. I know. Defensive lineman in NFL history, y'all. And this is massive because honestly, I wasn't even really calculating or thinking about the value or the amount of money it would actually take to secure Quinnen Williams' services. And this is what happens when you just do what you need to do and you just don't feed into all of the games and you don't give the organization reasons to nitpick at you as a player or as an asset. Because remember, these guys are assets as well because this is a business that we're talking about. So as long as you don't show any red flags for people to be concerned about investing into an asset heavily, they will. And we've seen Jerry Jones specifically be an owner that has no problem paying guys that represent the star a certain type of way. And man, Quinnen Williams just absolutely took this joint to the bank. Now, as I mentioned before, he was on a contract already. It's not like he was going to be a free agent or anything. He was actually signed through the 2027 season, which means he wouldn't have been a free agent until 2028, which I believe that means that this extension is going to keep him in Dallas through 2030. All right, some of y'all may know I picked up a new hobby this offseason, and that is card collecting. Now, there's a much more simple and cost-effective way to do just this, and that is with Arena Club, which is your way to collect real graded cards in one seamless experience. Arena Club lets you open digital packs starting at just $25 on up, depending on your taste. Some of these packs can include graded cards worth up to 20 times the value of the slab that you actually purchased. Just to show you how simple the process really is, I'm going to go ahead and rip a slab right now. So we're going to go ahead and actually rip one of these gold football slabs. Some of the really cool features of Arena Club is they have an entire checklist that lets you see exactly which cards are available in this lineup. The lineup does change sometimes, so always keep an eye out for what cards are available in these various packs. And you can see the Grail cards available in these slabs, which represents the best cards available from these packs. So what we're going to do is go ahead and purchase this gold pack just so you guys can see how the process works. All right, and we're going to go ahead and open up our slab pack here. Let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, bro. They love giving me Brian Thomas Jr. Am I cursed? Why do I keep getting Brian Thomas Jr.? All right, bro. I'm sick and tired of seeing Brian Thomas Jr. One of the other really cool features of Arena Club is if you get a card that you don't want, you can instantly sell it back to them for a pretty good percentage of its full market value. For instance, I get $81 on this $90 Brian Thomas Jr. card. I'm going to do it because I don't want it. But instead, I'm going to show you my showroom, which is another really dope feature of Arena Club. This allows you to display some of your favorite cards that you've collected. Either way, Arena Club should definitely be your new way to collect cards. And right now, you can grab 20% off your first slab pack or card by going to arenaclub.com/attack and use code ATTACK. Again, go to arenaclub.com/attack and use code ATTACK for 20% off your first slab purchase. And without further ado, let's get back into the show. All right, so Quinnen is here through the entirety of whatever this championship window is that we're trying to take advantage of right now. This next 4-year period, we got Quinnen locked in. This is massive. This clears the way for them to now work on some of those smaller deals, because you would have to assume outside of George Pickens, which we know that they have no interest in actually trying to get that contract done right now. Outside of George Pickens, this was the biggest contract that the Cowboys had left to do. So we're not going to understate just how massive of a deal this is just for the team moving forward, trying to construct their roster. We just have a much more clear picture of how this roster is going to be constructed with Quinnen now firmly embedded into this defense for the foreseeable future, man. The Cowboys are handling business properly. And I'm going to be honest, man, you see them kick this extension in, I am almost starting to think that they have another move up their sleeve, because this extension, although it's a ton of money and it takes up cap down the road, it actually frees up cap in the immediate future, because I'm sure we're going to see some type of void years or something at the end of this deal that's going to cushion the blow of his cap hits the first couple of seasons, the first 3 seasons even. And the Cowboys probably just opened up more than $10 million. I believe they opened up a lot of cap space. I don't want to misquote and just give you guys erroneous information, but I know for a fact they just opened up a lot more cap space, and this cap space could be used for one of those moves that Shoddy, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones have all been teasing now for like the last week or two, right? Shoddy came out and said they're still looking for help, not only on the defensive side of the ball, but they're willing to go out and get somebody on the offensive side of the ball as well. A lot of people around the organization seem to believe that's a running back type, like a Trey Benson or something like that. On the defensive side of the ball, everyone is still keeping their eye on that linebacker over there in Miami. I feel like that would be the Cowboys' grail. If they could get their hands on him, I think they would absolutely pull the trigger on that. But this contract is just massive for a variety of reasons. You don't have any of the questions. This is the biggest deal you're going to have to be concerned with. So now the other deals you would assume have to be a little bit easier to accomplish. Kenny Clark, his deal should be probably following right alongside this one. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we seen Kenny Clark's deal get done in the next week or so. And this is just what happens when you handle business the way you're supposed to handle business. I'm extremely excited about this, extremely excited about what this means for my team. And I just love the fact that I'm able to fan with clarity, right? I think the hardest part about being a Cowboys fan for a long time, it was just people felt like the things that the organization were doing was so unpredictable. And if you listen to the general populace or the media, whatever, then it would feel unpredictable. But if you really peel back the layers and you start to try to figure out what is their modus operandi, what are they trying to accomplish within their business structure, then you'll start to make sense of some of the moves that they make. And I'm telling y'all, I saw it as soon as it happened. Some of those requisite moves that happened before and after, I saw it with Shoddy. As soon as it happened, bro, this team is in win a championship right now mode. And this is a win a championship right now move. You don't have any ambiguity as it pertains to Quinnen Williams, bro. Absolutely love this. Makes the first round picks pretty much worth it now, because obviously you lose this guy and you're like, damn, we pretty much gave up first round picks for a rental. You secure that. Don't have to worry about that issue or anything. This is beautiful all around, y'all. Hopefully we can see Kenny Clark. Maybe this clears the freeway for a Montez Sweat or a trade. I'm telling y'all, man, do not be surprised we see either a Kenny Clark contract follow this very soon or a trade. I'm telling y'all, it's exciting times to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, man. How about the damn Cowboys?
Shut up, bitch. Ass up. Good Chinese. 闭上你臭嘴！闭上你臭嘴！闭上你臭嘴！闭上你臭嘴！